Kevin Smith and his wife, Jen Schwalbach, have traveled the globe, selling out theaters left and right. The Secret Stash now proudly presents one sold-out night in London, available on vinyl, as in that thing you put on a turntable. Plus one, Murica. Crank up some goddamn funny storytelling, recounting the night that one of Smodco's royal family OD'd on weed. Pick up Plus One, Murica, in regular or limited autographed editions, available exclusively on jayandsilentbob.com. Here are the latest dates to catch a live Smodco show, courtesy of csmod.com. July 19th, HBO gets geeky at the House of Blues in San Diego during Comic-Con. The super groovy cartoon movie invades Louisville, Kentucky on July 24th, Austin on the 25th, and on the 26th, Kev and Ralph skewer the celebs with HBO at the Hollywood Improv. The groovy movie makes a return engagement to LA at the New Beverly on July 27th. And looking ahead to August, the animated tour makes a pit stop in Richmond on August 24th, and Charlotte, North Carolina on August 25th. And on September 14th, the groovy cartoon movie invades Montreal Comic-Con. Remember, ticket links to all of these dates can be found at csmod.com.
Come here. Can I have a finger, you? Show of hands, who here knows what AIDS looks like?
Come on, kids, don't be shy.
He wasn't immediately started calling her a cum rag.
No, I didn't call her cum rag. You called her a cum rag. You didn't call her cum rag. You called her a Puerto Rican cum rag.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave. We've got a full house. It's been some time. Some time, Q. Mm-hmm. I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Then Walt wasn't here. Then you weren't here.
Wait, really?
No. I wasn't there 1 week. And then...
Walt and I did it.
And then
week.
Walt...
No, we didn't.
No, you guys were gonna, and then you
Got
didn't.
out too, that one.
Oh, Saturday night, right? What do you mean you? I was coming Saturday night. You said you changed plans.
Well, none of that matters.
No,
here we are. Here we are. I'd like to do an ad.
What the fuck?
Oh, you're going to start off with an ad already?
No, I'm just kidding. No, 'cause some fucking douche the other day had something to say about ad. 2 ads. 2 spots. That's too many.
Yeah.
Well, people get ready because there's going to be a lot of spots today.
Fuck yeah.
A lot of spots, and I have to promote my shit. So right away, we're looking at a half hour.
People have turned it off already. I mean, you think with all the goodwill we built up after Pod Wars, but then you guys went and trashed it. I heard by going immediately the next week after that. I go on a cruise, and you start attacking the fans for
trying to counterfeit our merchandise.
Writing Magic Marker TSD on their shirts.
That would be okay. Well,
all the goodwill we built up, you guys went and peed all over it, man.
Something like that guy from Metallica trying to crush the little man, taking money from our pockets.
Yeah, it would. Everything was softened, and I didn't care nearly as much once I saw Megan Mike's hilarious Rick roll.
I haven't seen this. I didn't get a chance to listen to last week's episode yet, but I heard there's Rick rolling involved somehow.
There's Rick rolling involved, and there's complete confusion on Walter's part.
I swear to God, Declan sent me. I said it on the show, but Declan sent me a link to this thing, and with no explanation.
Do you want to see something funny?
And I said. My response back to him, I go, I think there's a gas leak at the stash because it just opens up at Mike and Ming just dancing to Never Gonna Give You Up.
I
don't know.
We don't have this anymore? Oh,
it's on YouTube, I think, just like TSD t-shirts.
Sheldon Sheep from YouTube is now not the least popular video.
Wow. We're back already, boys.
Oh, which reminds me, I have to soften the fucking sharp fucking pains of not being mentioned during Pod Wars for TESD Quotes, who has a photography business, I guess.
What happened? Is he slipped through the cracks? I missed him?
I think he may have slipped through the cracks.
Oh, I apologize.
What's that?
I apologize. I mean, I was one man getting together in Olympics. You know, the real Olympics got committees. I got one guy doing it, me.
It's you, right?
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to work here full time. Trying to work on a comic, trying to podcast, trying to play in Olympics, and some photographer didn't get his blurb.
Right, he didn't get it sucked, so he's all worked up about it.
All right, we'll give it to him now then.
Yep. Well,
What's going on?
I don't know the. Okay, we're over to.
Well, go ahead, finish his blurb. This is again. He's not getting his proper blurb.
Yeah, halfway through. Forget talking about him. I don't know the name of his business, so I just asked him. We'll find it later on.
You don't even know the name of it?
No, I don't.
Where were you when they were doing this?
I was on my cruise. This is what goes on at the stash when I'm away.
This would have never happened if you had been here.
I expect this from Ming. I'm shocked at Chief.
That he joined in. And
Who's that in the back
then they
there?
get that.
That's my buddy Mark. He was actually on Comic Book Men.
Okay.
And
What the fuck?
Yo, like is there? Your t-shirts all suck. What makes me think old Fry give a fuck? And if it sounds like he's crying in a wine, well, screw that fucking thief, PhD design. So just don't do it. Give it up to the pros. Me and Mike Z out. Now we go get some hoes. Let's go. I sell comics. Yo.
now apparently somebody after Pod Wars was like, I love rapping. Mm-hmm. So much so that there's no way I can never do it again, and want it so desperately to do it again.
I have to do it again within the week.
It's so delusional that he was like, well, people told me I was good. People liked it.
Yeah.
I could be a rapper.
I agree with them. I did beat Brian. I could be a rapper.
I'm honestly concerned.
Let me start my career with this fucking idiotic Rick Astley fucking bullshit. And how about this guy? He's Ming Chen, who gets paid the exact same amount that we get paid, right?
Right.
Last 2 days, takes off half the day.
Half day.
More than half the day,
2
actually.
days in a row to go see some home run derby.
First, he went to a home run derby.
Okay.
And then he went to,
By
what was it, the
himself,
All-Star
or did he
game?
go with some hot girl and put it on Instagram.
I think he went by himself. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Do you know his Instagram account?
Hold on, I have it right here.
Okay, we'll look it up.
We can track him.
Could you imagine, though, doing
Track
that,
his
though, what
movements.
he just did? How did he convince Mike to do that? To dance like that?
I feel I don't want to insult Mike because I like Mike,
Okay, but you guys speak from the heart.
but something's going on. He's got a taste of the fame and the attention, and I think it's now at all costs.
Maybe Ming will mention me in his rap.
We have to have an intervention with Mike because he's.
Well, what's the intervention, though?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Because Ming fucking loves it more than anything. So he's a bad influence on Mike.
And you're a good influence on him?
On Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
No.
But yeah, I mean, like I come to you and I'm like, hey man, I got a great idea. It's going to be hilarious. For the people that are complaining about Tell 'em Steve Dave merchandise, we're going to Rickroll them.
Can I ask you this?
Okay.
Who's the coolest guy? Like, who's the coolest guy you know? Not like friends, but like from afar, you're like, you know what? That dude's cool. That dude definitely oozes or, cool emits from him.
I always thought like Clooney would probably be a pretty cool guy in real life.
No. Somebody you fucking know.
Oh, somebody I know?
Yeah.
Well, I thought you said
George Clooney, you know now.
Well, me and Mike are famous.
And his daughter's there, so it was a family event at least.
No, I don't think so. No. Because he told me that he and
It's All Star Fan Fest.
his wife and kids went to Wildwood.
No, I don't know.
Oh no, you're right. There's two different things. The home run derby he went to by himself. Fan Fest he went to. Wow.
Well, we're all over the place. But I would think Windorf, right? Is Windorf cool?
Windorf,
Is
yes.
Windorf when you walks around, or would you ever see? I see anything that Ming and Mike do in terms of like doing this kind of stuff. They should give it the Windorf test. Be like, would Dave do this?
Would Windorf do this, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I do. That's how I walk around and I approach things. Would Dave do this?
Right. What would Dave do?
What would Dave do?
He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't rickshaw. What's it called?
Rickroll.
Rickroll.
Right.
Thinking of Ming, Rick Shawn. I thought it used to be what would Sunday Jeff do, but in terms of cool stuff,
Well, come on. I love Sunday Jeff, but
right? He's
are you
nobody's
really going to put
barometer
him
of
up?
cool.
He's not the guy that you're like when you think cool
It's Windorf and then Sunday Jeff.
Sunday Jeff
in
does,
that order.
Sunday Jeff spends a lot of money on Simpsons Stepped Out. I don't know if I want to hold him as the cool yardstick. Motherfucker, you buy donuts for like dollars and you spend them like in the game,
Right.
And you get like obscure little characters and shit like that. That motherfucker's got every.
Sam, if you had to put a guesstimation on what he spent on this game?
Hundreds. Definitely hundreds. Oh, without a doubt, hundreds.
Okay, I'm going to say right here, right now, that man needs an intervention more than Mike. He's spending money on digital donuts.
Yes.
That's scary because I know how bad Sunday Jeff can get into things, though. He jumps into the toys and the models, and he doesn't stop till he's into it for thousands.
And it's not something physical that he has to store in his house. It's virtual. Yeah.
Want to see his town?
So his wife doesn't see it.
Hold on, I'll call up his town. I mean, he's got everything. Like, yeah, he's
Wow.
fucked up. He's fucked up.
It's crazy that you're keeping tabs on it, though. That's even more scarier in my eyes, though.
If you have a chance to be friends with Sunday Jeff and Simpson Stop That, you take it.
Is Dave Windorf on this tab thing? No.
Sunday Jeff.
How many characters of donuts has Dave bought?
Maybe them all turned around.
But you know what? Sunday Jeff is definitely the George Clooney of the Simpsons Tapped Out. He's got the coolest town there is.
All right. Go spend a lot of time. What do you guys want to talk about, though?
Hold on, I was just asking this Tell Steve Dave quotes guy's business name because I forget it. Okay, let's see. Okay, so you had the fucking annoying guy with the ads, and I told him, I said, hey, if you want to pay for everyone to download the show every single week, you want to take on all our costs, by all means, go ahead, and then we'll stop doing ads. Until then, fucking sit through 2 fucking ads.
Can I just say something about this? And I've said it before, it doesn't matter so much anymore now that but like, it's like every episode we do costs me about $40 to do.
The tolls.
Gas,
the
tolls.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Time.
He doesn't want to sit through ads, Q.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I have something for you at the end of the day.
I don't even get money from ads. I haven't seen a fucking check for the ads.
I have something for you.
Yeah?
So don't go on this soapbox right now because you're going to look foolish.
All right.
Well, you're not getting paid for the ads.
Somebody sent it a t-shirt. There's nothing shit like that. Let me find something.
TSD Quotes is going to take your picture for free. A boudoir one, maybe.
I've arrived.
It just has like sample across Q's face. So you can purchase the high-res official version.
Holy shit.
We do got to ask Q what's going on. He's the spokesman for True, practically. I mean,
Yeah.
when you're talking about guys who sit at this table. Walter and I were talking over the weekend. We're trying to figure out Hardcore Pawn Chicago.
It's not. Yeah, I didn't really think I needed to figure it out. I figured out the real one in Detroit, the original
Sure.
Hardcore Pawn show, does probably great numbers.
Yeah.
And they just want to have more pawn
That's it.
content.
Well, you don't need me at all. We'll figure it out.
However, that I understand the basic theory behind it. But so they went to all the different pawn places and they were like, these 2 guys are the best.
Well,
These are the 2 that have the.
They do have. I met them actually. They came to our show in Chicago. The 2 brothers are characters, and the daughter's kind of hot. So it's like they're like, well, now we can get this good-looking girl on camera. We can get these two guys who are always bickering and fighting. But seeing as it's True TV, they just saw what worked.
There's no quality control.
I mean, I don't want to say that because then they'll be like, oh, we'll show you quality control, motherfucker. So no, I don't want to say that. But
You're not a fan?
Oh, Chicago?
Yeah.
No. No, just because it's on TV. Like I turn on the TV regardless of what the channel it's tuned to. I'm like, hey, I like this.
Well, I don't understand. Like, how's it different really than our format, though? Somebody comes in to buy something. Somebody says something wacky. Somebody says something silly. Negotiate. Yay, nay. See you later.
Oh my God, we're Chicago Hardcore Pawn. As much as Q wants to defend them, I feel like
who am I defending? I haven't defended anybody.
their chemistry is a little weak. I thought anyway.
Right.
But there again, I feel
it's
that
only
I feel
their
that way
second
about
season, right?
first season, right? Or second? Are they their second
They
season?
just started their second season.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I feel the same way about the regular Pawn Star guys. I'm like, after fucking 4,000 episodes, you guys still act as if you don't know each other.
They Les Gold, I'm told, is a character and a half. Like a bit of a fucking charlatan, a little pain in the
Les
ass.
Gold. He's the Detroit guy?
Yeah, he's a Detroit guy.
Okay.
I don't
Well, he
know.
does. He looks like a 70s pimp type, kind of like, you know.
I mean, I don't want to badmouth him because his show gets better ratings than mine.
Well, Walter and I were shitting on Lizard Lick the other day. And like,
You shit on Lizard Lick, that's fine.
but we can't because we quick looked up the ratings. And
It was like dwarfed.
Yeah, I think it's the three
CBM.
top shows are Hardcore Pawn, Lizard Lick, and then us. So we get with third billing.
You're at the fucking Lizard Lick table begging
you
for
know what?
scraps.
Fuck them. They deserve it. They deserve it.
They do. I mean, they put out cotton candy entertainment. That's what America likes to do. Like, you know, after all the hard days at work, and then you come home, you put the news on. It's usually not good news. You just want to just put something on that you don't really have to think about. You just be like, you chuckle at, or you recognize an item, and you know that's it. And you go to bed, kiss your wife, and start all over again. Start the day all over again.
Wow, man.
Fodder.
That's sad. That just made me depressed.
Shit
Yeah.
Why is that depressing? That's every day. That's 99% of America's life, man.
God.
Yeah,
My
but
life.
that's not your life.
Sure it is.
You're doing a podcast? You're doing a TV show?
Well, I'm not saying it's bad though. I mean, to me, that's like what more can you ask
That's
for? You
the
go
dream.
to work. You go to work. You work hard.
You already lost me.
Right? Yeah. All right. That's what I said. 99% of America.
Okay, all right.
You go to.
I'm a one percenter.
There's some fucked up 1%. New definition of 1%.
You go to work every day. You try to do the right thing. You come home. You watch the news. It's always not great news. So you flip the channel. You sit there and you watch it with your wife. You turn it off. You kiss her. You turn it over. You go to sleep. You start the day all over again. What's wrong with that? What more should there be?
I don't know. Something, right?
I mean, you can go out.
Every copy
I'm not
of a
saying we
copy
don't
of
go
a
out, but I
copy.
mean, but like
Yeah, you're at
during
the Golden
week,
Corral.
During the
You're
week,
out there having
I
fun.
went on a cruise.
You went on a cruise.
Yeah.
We didn't even get to talk about it yet.
No, we haven't. Where'd you go on a cruise to?
Bermuda. You ever been to Bermuda?
Yeah.
Pink
like,
Sands.
It's crazy,
gorgeous.
man. The roads and the scooters.
Yeah.
It's like you got to have a daredevil in you to drive around there, and if you're not on a tour bus.
Did you ride a scooter?
No.
No.
Oh, well, Bermuda is where the infamous scooter dude
What? That was Bermuda?
Bermuda.
Oh no, scooter.
took his ride. Rode off with my fiance.
Me and you laughing about it.
Oh, God. Oh,
Scooter dude.
it'll never happen to me.
He'll never fucking get her. Never. She loves me.
Beep, beep. What was that?
Oh, you're so much better for it, man.
Yeah,
But wow, what a fucking angry young man. Like a couple months, I had to fucking nurse a Q back to fucking a state of
you never
stable
really got
mental
into
health.
this story. People won't know what you're referencing, right?
No, I've told the story a couple. They're definitely at a live show.
They told it at the live show, yeah.
Yeah.
Where somebody on a scooter. Was there a Bermudian?
Well, no.
Hey, man! That's what a Bermudian sounds like. You look unsatisfied, girl. Up on my scooter.
I feel positive. We had to have told it. This.
I know we definitely talked about it very briefly at the Ohio
Can you
show.
tell a condensed version so people know, or you don't want that?
No, I don't mind. I
wanna
don't
open up
mind
a
telling the
scab.
story, but I just feel, fuck it, we'll tell it again.
He's like, I used to watch Pawn Stars and kiss her, go to bed, do the same thing the
I have
next
the
day.
best life ever. A young 24-year-old me.
Real condensed version. Real
It
quick.
actually is really great. Like,
It's. I mean, when it's all over, I mean,
Oh,
what did she? What was she doing?
I mean,
man?
she's just happily married with 3 kids and a nice house, a couple of cars, some pensions. She definitely lost.
what a jerk. But it's what she said to you, and I remember you called me immediately after it happened.
What was it?
When I guess she went out dancing with her friends, and you were,
bagels? Well, what happened was I was engaged very young.
how old were you when you were
I was like
engaged?
24.
How old were you? How long were you courting this
Well, I was with her since I was 18.
So 6 years.
Yeah.
My high school sweetheart.
Yeah. It was going to be special. And
We were different.
And this is definitely, I think, this is the bat flying, or this is the Bruce Wayne seeing his parents murdered.
it set off a lot of.
This is what spawned the cue that we all hear. You know, fingering anything that walks.
This is the monster she created, yeah.
It was.
Anything that walks. Come here. Can I have a finger you?
So I've struggled with, of course, various levels of depression over the course of my life, and I had hit like a major one at that point. And
What would be prior to the wedding?
6 months. This all went down. This night I'm about to tell you about was 6 months before the wedding.
And you were in the throes of a deep depression,
Beyond throes,
and you didn't know what it was.
It was
it
just.
impending? Was it like you didn't know? If
It was.
right
In
move?
retrospect, it was. Yeah.
And a lot of it was your job.
Yep.
Hated this job.
What was his job at the point?
I was selling signs for a. Yeah, exactly. for like a.
No, I wouldn't mean that.
It was like the office. They sell paper.
Yeah.
Same job, but I sold signs, and I didn't have wacky,
you didn't
endearing office mates at all.
You had to hit the pavement to sell these signs.
No, it was worse, really, because you were in a cubicle making phone calls to people who didn't want your phone call.
Hello, sir.
Are you in need of safety signage?
Oh, it was safety signs.
Yeah, it was safety signs. It was like.
Have you cracked your skull open inadvertently?
So I would call pipeline companies. You need to put a certain amount of signage out so people don't dig it up. I would try and sell it to them. Telephone companies, like those numbers on the poles. Construction companies, wear your hard hat.
How beaten down were you when you calling these people? Like,
I mean, words.
did you have the attitude that you should have had to be doing this job, or were you doing it as I may imagine?
I was Johnson-esque in my approach to the job. So, and the guy who fucking ran the company was a total fucking crazy person. And he was like, he installed the program on a computer that every time we made a phone call, we had to log into the computer and put in who I had called, what was the outcome of the conversation. And if you didn't have enough phone calls, he would call you in his office and yell at you. If you had if you had too many, he would call you in the office and say that you were lying and faking the phone calls. So you had to find a sweet spot in the day. And if I called 50 people in a day, 2 would even get past the fucking the phase.
And how much could you make a week selling these signs?
Depends. It depends on how you, there were people in the company who made a lot who supported families on it because they gave a shit.
But that's like, it seems to me
because you
like,
landed accounts.
shouldn't these businesses already have these signs?
Yeah, but
do
you're
they
trying
need some fucking schlub on a 1-800 line telling them that they need these signs to work?
I will say,
Are your signs wearing out, sir?
The signs that were made that this company made, it was called Tech Products. The sign that they made were fucking. The guy who had made the signs patented the way the signs were made, and they will last forever. They'll be here with the cockroaches when the world ends.
Right, but unless it's like a fluorescent arrow saying "Don't put your hand under this saw." I mean, how is it really going to?
No, it wasn't like I said, like jet fuel pipelines and stuff like that. Or
You put him in the position of now defending his job.
No, not at all. I've always said this about the place. They made fucked up those telephone pole numbers. They'll last I can't believe I remember this, but the aluminum ones will last 7 years. These ones, I'm telling you.
How proud he was of his product.
No, I wasn't.
Other companies, 3-4 years at best. But I remember we were in Key West and just we saw it's like a silver band, like an aluminum band with numbers on it, and you'd be like, "That's Tech Products." It was called, right?
Yeah, Tech Products.
That's Tech Products sign.
Yeah.
No, dude, no pride or anything.
No joy. Man. It was fucked up.
All right, so you're selling these signs.
So I'm selling these fucking signs, and I'm engaged, and I don't want to be engaged.
But you haven't admitted it to yourself that you don't want to be engaged.
Maybe
He
not.
admitted it to me.
It's, I have philosophies and stuff like that, and getting married. But you're with someone for a long amount of time, and it's expected. And I was too young to know better and shit like that. And she was great. Like, I'm not putting her down at all. But it was fucking. And every day the wedding approached, I was like I'm fucked up.
And is she resenting the fact that you're you're grumpy? You're fucking. You're not the happy dwarf you should be. You're grumpy. Yeah. I mean, what's those things? Snow White.
Well, she was 6'1", so I guess she could have called me a dwarf.
In stature, I meant like don't be the dwarf.
Yeah, I was
happy and grouchy.
Q.
She had her pick of 7 dwarfs, and she picked
the one who made Grumpy look chill.
So I'm like, but it got to the point where it's like I'm suicidal, and I'm like,
really?
It's like I mean, Brian will tell you, I was like,
it was pretty bad. Yeah.
It was like I don't even want to live. Like I don't want to face this future that I'm facing, and I don't know how to get out of it because I don't have the tools or the experience to know I can just walk away from something that's not making me happy. But I was like, oh man. So I was like, I gotta do something.
Plus, you had like an engagement party, and it's like you say, once that ball's rolling and people have expectations,
very hard.
Family,
Wedding invitations are out. We're 6 months away from the fucking wedding. So I'm actually all right. So we went on separate vacations. I went to Key West
right away, right?
Nah, not really. It wasn't. I mean, it is, I guess, because.
But I mean, even who does that though? Who goes on separate vacations?
No, what happened was her friends that she grew up with, their family go every year on this cruise, and she went with them most years, so she went with them on that year.
Okay.
And I was like, well, fuck it, you're going out of town. I'm going to go to Key West with Brian. So we go to Key West, and we had a good time, and I'm not known for my cheating, right? You could attest to that. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't do anything. And I didn't really speak to her for a week. And then at the end of both our trips.
Is that not strange every day
she's
that
on
goes by?
She's on a cruise.
Okay,
yeah.
That makes sense.
And
Mike couldn't get a hold of me either.
Yeah, and this was before cell phones really and shit like that.
Mike was wondering, I was like, he better not be scooting around with some other comic book store owner.
So we're driving up the Keys on our way back to the airport, right? Yeah. Like when the trip was over. And finally I got her on the phone, and I could just tell.
Really? You knew it right away?
Did I not know it right away?
Yeah.
Got back in the car, and I said, I don't think she cheated on me. I was like, but she's got something to admit to me. I could tell.
How could you be that perceptive?
He wasn't immediately started calling her a cum rag.
No, I didn't call her cum rag. You called her a cum rag. You didn't call her cum rag. You called her a Puerto Rican cum rag.
Well, you didn't stop me, so.
Well, we laughed and laughed because then it became like she was on vacation and there was some Puerto Rican guy there, and then that was it. She fucked. No, this was his. Oh, okay. This was Brian's story.
You're helping him, I see.
Yeah. I'm talking him down.
What a friend.
And he was delighting in the fact that she cheated on me, fucked this guy, and he pumped twice and then came. Do you remember any of this? It was like he didn't even make her come. He just used her and walked away.
She's a Puerto Rican cum rag.
So that's how my friend's handling it. But I wasn't worried because I was like, I knew she wouldn't cheat because, like, right.
And you're still in Key West then when you talk to her?
Yeah, but we're on the way home. Like, we're driving up the Keys. I had found the payphone or whatever.
Two can play at that game. Started sucking a cock right away.
Puerto Rican cock. So I get home and it comes out that she...
How quickly?
Very quickly. It was right away.
In the first hour?
There was nothing wrong. Like she was like, look, she's like, I just want you to know that my friend's cousin came on this cruise, and you know what I mean, and everybody was there. I just hung out with them, and when everybody ran around the scooters, and this is where the scooter dude part comes in. She was like, I would just ride on the scooter with him, and that was it. And she said that was it, and whatever. It's like I still believe that was it. It didn't matter to me. And I'm not a jealous person, so it didn't bother me really. And I had my own problems going on with my own fucking head and stuff like that. And I was like, whatever. I mean, I don't think I was thrilled about it, but I wasn't like, you fucking bitch, blah, blah, blah. Right. Like, whatever. What are you going to do?
She told you.
She told me. She rode on a scooter with this guy. So
The most demeaning of all forms of transportation when cheating.
Yeah, it's not like the back of a limo or in a champagne glass pool or
It's a
something.
rented scooter.
When the top, what is those pools in limos if they have those?
Oh yeah, the hot tub.
Not a hot tub. She didn't need anything fancy.
So, all right.
A little bit of go kart.
A unicycle or some shit like that. All right, so that was that, and I'm having these feelings, and I think at the time I villainized her a lot for this, but I think I probably would have had the same reaction to her now that I did then, that she did to me then. One night I sat her down and I was like, look, and I was like crumbling before her. Like I was like shaking. I was like all depressed. I was fucked up back then, unlike now. And I said, this is how I'm feeling. I wasn't like, this is related to getting married or this is because of you. It was straight up like, I'm depressed. You know, I feel like a failure. I'm working a job I hate. I have no prospects, all this shit. And the only reason I kept working the job is because I was getting married. I was like, okay, what am I going to do? I got to fucking support a family. Kids, another thing I don't want. Like, and I got to pay for that shit too. So I told her all this and she didn't react that great. She's like, I'm going out with my friends. And we were in our apartment at the time. We just the week before moved into this apartment.
So you that's not the response you were hoping to get. You wanted support in your...
A little bit of support, what I thought would have been nice, but there was none.
Right.
And in fact, I remember she was like, I said, look, maybe I got to go into therapy or something like that. And she was like, 6 months before my wedding, my fiance is telling me he needs to go into therapy. How's that supposed to make me feel? And I was like, oh, this one is wrong as it could have gone. I mean, how does it make you feel? It's not about you, but you know what I mean? I didn't even know to articulate that at the time. So
Well,
she's
maybe
just
it's a feeling of like, I don't make him happy. He's miserable.
sure. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to villainize her.
Right.
Like,
I think that
at
would be.
all.
I think that may be like a defensive thing of like, wow, you're this miserable. Like we're getting married. You should be happy. Why are you not like? Why aren't you walking on a little
Absolutely.
like an inch above the ground?
Sure. And she would be right to feel that way, I think. Now.
Now give me $4. I want to fill up my man's gas tank.
So she went out with her friends, and I was left in the apartment, and I was sitting there, and I was like, now, I mean, I thought I had hit rock bottom. Like, she handed me a jackhammer and was like, no, keep going. I'm going to go out with my friends. So she went out with her friends, and I was just sitting there for about 2 hours, and the phone rang. I pick it up, and it's her, and I was like,
I don't think I've ever heard this story. You told this story
I told this on stage, yeah.
on stage.
And-
Was I there?
You were there. It was the mashup we did in Ohio. Me, you, Mosier, and
It wasn't in depth,
Kevin.
was it?
it was pretty in depth, I thought.
I thought so too. Well, you thanked Moj and I for
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry.
keeping
It's
you
all right.
fucking off the ledge.
No,
I don't recall. Did we ever play this show for people then? The mashup?
maybe not. It doesn't matter. It's a fascinating story,
It is.
I'm
It's
sure.
great. This is like this should be a movie, Lifetime
Sure.
or True. If they want to do it.
Starring Les Gold. Lizard
Is he
licks
Q or
him.
Scooter Guy? Let's
He's a scooter guy.
He scooted into her life.
Yeah.
go ahead, though. So she calls you. What happens?
A Bermudian cruise.
I'm on the edge of. I'm not kidding. I am. I really. I don't know this story.
So she calls me and goes, and I'm like, this is it. Like,
She's
she
gonna
thought
give me
about
what
it.
I'm looking for.
She goes, could you do me a favor? I have to get up early tomorrow. Could you go to the store and get me some bagels so I have something to eat for breakfast
It
tomorrow?
was like 1:30 in the morning.
It's 1:30 in the morning. And I hear all her friends fucking partying in the background. There's like music playing. They're in a bar somewhere on Staten Island. And she asked me to go and get her bagels. And I
Here's
was
some
like,
motor revving in the background.
What do you do?
I was like, well, I don't remember. I don't remember what I said to her. I know I didn't get the bagels, but I wasn't like, fuck you or anything like that. Whatever I said, like, I'm not
Where are you
feeling
gonna find bagels at 1:30 in the morning?
Oh, it's New York. There's bagels all the time.
Staten Island.
Yeah. It's the bagel capital of the world. So she comes home right around 2. And we get into bed and we go to sleep. And I'm lying in bed and I'm like, now I'm getting angry. Now there's a fire in me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with her? I was like, whatever her reaction is, why are you calling me asking me to get you bagels? like it was fucking bagels. I was like, that's so fucked up. So I got up out of bed, and I'm looking around the apartment that I basically just moved into, and I'm seeing. I didn't have a ton of possessions there, but I had one statue of the Joker. It was
Holding the skull?
No, it was a bust of him holding a balloon in
Batman's head. I remember
Batman's
that one. That's
head.
a great statue.
Yeah, I still have it somewhere. It's in my attic. So he's got the pin in one hand, and I look at that, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this is all I need, and I'm out of here. So at 2:30 in the morning, I took the Joker statue, and I walked out, and the next day, she called me. She was like, hey, you didn't tell me you were leaving last night. And I was like, I just unloaded. I was like, are you fucking insane? I was like, who does that to someone? I was like, I said, we got to reevaluate this. And that was it. I only saw it 3 times after that night.
So wait a minute. You said it was over? The wedding was over. What was her reaction?
She was stunned. She was blown away by it. And then I think like 2 days later, like she was like, she didn't like. I called her to talk to her about it, and she was like, "Nah, I don't want to."
And then her whole family turned against you and started calling you a jerk.
God, her whole family turned against me. Her brother saw me in public and refused to talk to me. Like I said, he didn't even turn his back on me. He goes, "I have nothing to say to you," and like they started like bad mouthing me to people and stuff. But again, I understand. You know what I mean? Like from their point of view,
it's touchy, yeah.
Sure. And the joke immediately became that this guy had scooted around the islands with her. And then Brian came up with a character called Scooter Dude, who, if I wanted to go to the movies, he was riding up and down the aisles of the movies, like, so I couldn't watch the movie. Like, he would, like, I'd be online at the bank and he'd just be circling around me on the scooter, just honking at me with my ex-fiance.
The Scooter Dude never actually was anything then. He was.
Whoa!
Whoa, there's more.
Listen to the postscript.
A P.S.
So the Scooter Dude actually, it all comes back to Scooter Dude actually was a linchpin in the
Less
story?
than 6 months after that night, they were engaged. And they got married less than a year after we broke up.
Scooter Dude
and my ex-fiance.
Wow, that's a great story. Not a great story, but I mean for the listeners.
It's a great story, yeah.
The listeners.
So for years,
you can't put up some ads. You can't put up with some ads for that kind of human drama.
Yeah. This guy's paying his own gas and tolls every fucking week after week after week
to rip his heart out.
Yeah, and it's just like, I don't want to sit through Hulu Plus. Fucking dick.
Speaking of Hulu Plus,
yeah,
what do we got? So I mean, that's it. That's the saga of Scooter Dude.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. How do I follow my cruise going to Bermuda with that from that kind of high-end drama?
Yeah,
you know, the highs and the lows. Right.
It was rough, Walt. It was rough.
Yeah.
And like I said that night on stage, without Johnson and Mosier, I never would have gotten through it. Never. I say it.
You wouldn't think it by the way I was supporting him, but
it does seem odd that was the initial way you thought for the therapy.
It worked.
You had to keep him laughing, though. I mean, because you were really angry and upset, and like it was a cue that like you would not even recognize today.
It was really 2 months, and you know what? And Sal and Stacey, it was the four. I say it all the time for you. Like it was like Sal was there night after night at my house. You know what I mean? You were there every day. I would be like, every day I'd be with you because I quit my job. I quit the sign company. I was like, fuck this. I was like, I'm not staying here. 2 weeks later, I quit the sign company.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, you gave me 2 weeks.
I was like, I'm done. I'm like, I'm out of here. And I gave 2 weeks.
Not that good. Not that good. Didn't you piss on their building?
Yeah, I got drunk one night and pissed on the front door of it. So it would be Johnson during the day. We would go to lunch every day, and I would go to Sal. I would either be out with Sal that night or Stacey that night, and they would just fucking flat out nurse me through the whole thing. I'd be on the phone with Mosier. It was a really intense few months. So, there you go.
Did you see any shenanigans of the like when you were there?
Oh, no.
Any Puerto Ricans scooting around with other people's ladies?
No. I mean, I was going to tell you about why their houses why the roofs are painted white. But that's really the only thing. I don't have anything other than that to tell you. Any kind of tidbits like that. Like, you know, every house has a white roof. I thought I'd come back and wow you with that. But
I think I know the
kind of
answer to
pales.
this.
Kind of pales. No.
To that human drama. They're not going to make a Lifetime movie about white roofs.
Oh, and do you remember the one time I spoke to her in all those years? We had one email exchange. You remember this? We happened to be in Key West.
Yep.
You and I. And the timing was so bizarre. She accidentally emailed me something. Like a blank email, right? I think it was. And I was like, hey, I think you meant to send it wrong. How are you? And she was like, I'm fine. And da-da-da. And later that night, we were drunk in a tattoo parlor. And there was a tattoo of a scooter. So I took a picture of it with my phone and I sent it to her. And she took it in good thing. She was like, haha. She was like, very funny. So that's the Sagara scooter.
Buy me bagels.
Yeah, where are my bagels, cunt? I don't know.
You're a better man for it. And that's why if you suddenly feel yourself getting fingered and you turn around, Q's there.
Bon Jovi playing.
That's why.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people listening. You know, they're going through maybe some hard times and romantically. So, you know, if Q, you got through it.
Oh man,
We'll all get through it.
I went
right?
from that.
The dark time. There's always it always gets better.
Fuck yeah! I'm going into the third season. Just got picked up for a third season of a TV
but
show.
The listeners, they might not have that kind of life at the end of their tunnel.
Just got a second series.
Can
What?
you relate a little bit more to the common man now, like you did back when this happened to you?
They're flying me out first class.
Getting their hopes up.
To San Diego Comic-Con this week. I'm getting flown out first class, so things get better. Everybody, it's all right. You know, just.
No, I mean, really, some real words. for people
Yeah,
who
I
like-
mean, look, fucking my grandfather. I said this. I've said this on the show before. I know it. My grandfather said this to me about women, but it's not just about women. It's about relationships and heartbreak in general. He said it about women. Apply it to men as well because it's all the same. Women are like plates. You drop it, you break it, it ends. Just reach up, you get another plate, eat off that plate. Get sick of that plate, you just get another plate.
You smash it.
You just don't
He was
smash
an angry
it.
drunk
Yeah.
Irishman.
He was Italian. Like don't sweat it. Just fucking hold on, man, and
Hold tight.
Hold
Better
tight.
days are around the corner.
You know what? Grab your Joker statue.
Whatever that may be.
Hightail it the
Analogy
fuck out of there.
Could be whatever
That's
your
right.
Joker statue may be.
Get the fuck out of there. Quick.
It ain't going to be easy at first.
No.
It never is, but
I had to move back into my parents' basement. No job because I quit the sign thing. Had nothing in my name but a Joker statue.
Man, I don't even have the Joker statue.
It's somewhere. in my
That'd be
house.
sweet.
but things will always get better.
Yes. Always.
And,
If we're talking strictly about fucking like people considering suicide and shit like that, like you're not ending the pain, you're ending the opportunity for things to get better. So don't do it.
I never heard that before. That's deep. Did you come up with that?
I've heard it before. I didn't come up with it, but it applies. All you're gonna do is end the
Huisms.
opportunity. There you go, man. So stick with it, and
It's inspirational.
there you go.
He's going to be a motivational speaker after all this and Practical Joker stuff ends, right?
If they'll pay me, I got a lifestyle to maintain now.
You're not getting paid now. This is you're inspiring people right now.
There you go. Yeah, I can't even charge $40 for fucking gas and tolls.
I know you can't even read an ad to defray some of your costs. You're saving lives out there. This prick's fucking worried about a 2-minute ad.
So Hulu Plus.
Hulu Plus, what?
What?
Yeah.
This is a shit.
If you wanted to get some TV on your fucking schedule, Q.
Which I need.
Yeah?
Sure, I can't go by the network schedule.
Are the boss of you? Suddenly you're fucking answering to the networks?
Yeah.
Of course not. That's why you go to Hulu Plus.
Yeah.
And for what, $7.99 a month, Walt? That's it?
Less than $8.
That's nothing.
I mean, if you can't afford that, you're not even listening to this show.
If you can't afford $8 a month, that's nothing, man.
Right.
That's fucking $2 a week. That's what's that, like 70 cents a day? Something like that?
Oh, come on.
No, not even.
All you got to do is get that smaller.
I don't need to break it down
what are we,
mathematically
fucking
any more than. Yeah, I know.
mathematicians?
Fuck that shit. But yeah, you're going to get 2 weeks for free. You're going to get, what else? You're going to get a whole bunch of fucking TV shows. Modern Family's the one I watch, but there's a fucking shitload on there. Family Guy, all
Is that
sorts of. Yeah, whole seasons too. Because that's the way everybody does it now, right?
That's it, man.
There's no reason to watch TV any other way. I just, especially something like, say, Breaking Bad or or Mad Men. It's like you don't want to fucking wait till the next week. I've been waiting on Dexter.
Yeah.
No fun.
Listen, I just bought last season just to watch it in one shot.
Yeah.
I got no time. I want to know what happens now.
Right. So you got Hulu Plus on your iPad.
Yeah.
Or your fucking whatever device is, your phone.
Got it on my
Well,
phone right here.
can you watch TV on your phone?
my phone?
Can you receive a call on your phone?
I can't even receive a photo.
No?
Yeah. Can I get a phone call on my phone?
Yeah.
Sometimes. It depends on where I'm standing.
Fed the gerbil that day. Wow.
Yeah, but so if you're if that's what you want to do, man, 2 weeks for free and $8.99 and or $7.99, and you fuck watch TV when you want to watch it. That's it. It's that simple. With a huluplus.com/TESD. Pretty sure.
Yeah,
I
you
hope-
make us look good.
I hope that's the that's how little we fucking want to take credit. We just want to pass on the information to you.
Right. So we never ask you for anything. So let's do it.
Just sign up to Hulu Plus. Well, you try for 2 weeks, and if you don't like it, then yeah, Hulu Plus, go fuck yourself. I don't want to,
All right. But you'll probably like it.
Of course you're going to like it.
Of course. Tell that girl to come on over, watch some Hulu Plus.
Yeah. She's like, you got bagels?
Fuck.
HuluPlus.com/TESD. Do it all in, what is that, lowercase for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what they say, lowercase.
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
All right. Good. Have we satisfied Hulu Plus?
Hulu Plus is happy. Fucking Mike McLeod or whatever the fuck his name is, very unhappy right now.
Right.
Fucking pacing around his room.
You know what would make him happy?
What's up?
Some TESD t-shirts, my friends. How about that?
Okay, here's an ad I can get behind.
This isn't an ad. This falls on the show business because motherfuckers been busting out balls to get these t-shirts made.
And now they're made.
Now they're fucking made, and all I'm getting is complaints. Not about the
Complaints?
Oh, no.
Oh, how come they don't have the fucking podcasting since 2010 on the back? I was like, look, then the shirts would charge $25 a piece. None of you'd be complaining about that. So fucking forget about it. But then it's just like, what's the shit? There's no international shipping. I call the fucking company up. I'm like, could you make sure there's international shipping? They put that on. Oh my God, it only goes up to 2XL. What about us fat guys? I call up the company. Can you fucking go 3XL up to 5XL? Oh my God, this. Oh my God, that. When are you going to do the Space Monkey shirts? Jesus fucking Christ, man. Do you people understand how fucking busy I am? I ain't got time to fucking. The reason we hired this company is so I don't have to do this shit. And all my Twitter feed is these fucking people complaining about the t-shirts.
There is a weird, maybe it is because of the accessibility, but there is this weird thing that people will do, like they do it with Bandcamp or Audible. It's like they ask you for technical advice on the website, and it's it would never occur to me. So like if I buy something from Amazon, I buy a Stephen King book from Amazon. I buy a fucking Monster Magnet CD from Amazon. I wouldn't go to Dave and be like, "Hey man, what the fuck's with this shipping? How am I supposed to know how much is going to be to ship to
Well,
me?"
I think that says a lot of where you think you are and you're at this point in your life, right? That you don't have to answer the questions.
I don't have the answers. And to me, it's just like go do what I would have to do, research it, right?
Well, I mean, if you're going to ask people to buy it, then the least you can do is if you can answer it. If you can answer it,
No.
I do it. Did it
Do you?
last night. Yeah.
What happened?
Somebody sent me an email about some sort of link that from Bandcamp that didn't work. I forwarded it to Declan. He took care of it.
They make all of the money, and I do all the work. It's nonsense. It's not right, I tell you. I'm an unsung hero.
So here we are. It's tellemstevedave.merchtable.com. And we got two shirts.
Two shirts.
Two shirts.
Two different designs.
Two different designs.
I'm sure we got the original one that Brian wears at Comic Book Men.
Three heads that I've also worn on Impractical Jokers. It's on two
Yes.
TV shows.
Yes.
And then the Demon logo one.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's the new fave, I
That's the
believe.
new one, the Three Demons.
Yes, representing. And listen, I wrote the copy for the shirts on this website. I fucking put time into it. So,
And it still wasn't enough.
Oh, it's never enough.
Stop.
We got questions.
Where do you got to go to get these shirts, Q?
It's tellemstevedave.merchtable.com. I'm going to have Ming, I'm going to ask Ming too. I don't know if he's going to do it, to
Don't worry, he won't.
Link it. I know.
Yeah, he never does anything.
To link tellhimstevedave.com directly to this. So hopefully he'll do that tonight. And by the time you listen to this, you good people listen to this, you'll be able to just go to tellhimstevedave.com and it'll direct you there. And you know what?
What?
A suggestion of certain people, not at this table, to charge more than $20 a shirt to bang them over the head. I've been told that the price of T-shirts are go up. I held the line at $20 just to get everybody, because I know not everybody.
No, not everybody has disposable income.
Right. Some people are still in their sign companies right now.
Yeah, but if you need to make the choice between this shirt and Hulu Plus, I don't think I need to tell you.
Well, the T-shirts are there. They're available now.
Yes.
The prayers have been answered.
Yeah. And more are coming. Morgan on Southern with Darren Johnson now to get more.
Nice.
But that we're going to roll things out. Like Brian said a while ago, we want to do these things respectfully to our audience. We don't want to rip them off.
Would it be disrespectful for me to do my now plug?
No, I don't think so.
I think this entire episode should just be fucking plugs to teach that guy a lesson. It's like, how when you were in school and you got punished, the whole class got punished for the actions of one guy. Yeah. You can all thank fucking Mike McLeod. Fucking mouthy.
All right, let's tell another story, and I'll get to my plug then.
All right.
You got anything?
I don't know. Let's see. Story? I don't know. What do you think of this this Rolling Stone thing, man? Wait, what the fuck? What happened? Rolling Stone, people are mad because this asshole bomber, the Boston bomber guy, they gave him he's on the cover of Rolling Stone, and they say they gave him the rock star glam treatment.
Yeah.
Is it the dead one?
No, it's not the dead one. It's the one that and this makes you want to just fucking puke. Girls who are like, oh, he's so cute, he's so hot.
What girl said this?
A bunch of girls.
Where?
I read it in I'm saying on the internet, but I read it in I can't remember what it was, in one of the newspapers. It might have been the Post.
Girl said this guy's hot?
Yeah, they're like, oh, he's
it wasn't on a. They couldn't have been. It had to have been.
From a fucking mental asylum.
An international website.
No, American. These are American girls. That's not unheard of, man. Girls that are into serial killers and shit.
Somebody who wants to destroy America.
A fucking piece of shit who should have fucking. You wish they were on the fucking finish line, getting their fucking legs blown off. Stupid fucking idiots.
Tell him, Steve, Dave.
No, not yet. We got so many more ads. It's not funny.
Sell some more shit. Hold on.
Holy shit! Did you see the cover, Walt?
No.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It
isn't
really
it?
is fucking.
It's offensive.
Wow, they had to have known that this was going to cause this. You know why? Rolling Stone is so irrelevant at this point, though.
At that. They're not, though, are they?
Yes, they are.
Really?
Any magazine at this kind of magazine that talks about rock and politics and entertainment. It's a dinosaur walking around, man.
They do some pretty in-depth political articles, though.
Yeah, right. But nobody buys magazines no more, though.
I have a subscription to Rolling Stone.
Do you?
I do.
Cancel that shit.
I may.
This is enough
If
to
I
cause a
care
cancellation, right?
They put fucking Snooki on.
Where'd
the
they get that
cover.
picture from?
It was a famous one already, right? They just bought the rights to it.
Oh, this guy? Maybe it was on his Facebook or something.
Calculate a move, I call it, to get the kind of reaction they're going to get from this, though. To get Rolling Stone in the talking points of all these shows that are on the 24-hour cable.
They're like, well, we're irrelevant right now.
Yes.
So how do we fucking get people talking? Let's put this fucking piece of shit on the cover. The article is titled "The Bomber: How a Popular Promising Student Was Failed by His Family, Fell into Radical Islam, and Became a Monster." Fuck you, man. Fuck you, Rolling Stone. Fuck you, fucking whatever this fucking prick's name is.
I know it's hard, but let's take, you don't know who that is. You don't recognize that photo.
Right.
You already lived in a cave. I show you that picture. Would you be like, oh, that dude's cute?
I think they made him look dreamy.
Zakhar Sarnaev.
Really?
Yeah.
If that's his
Look
name.
at that little stupid mustache, though.
Well,
I know. It's like a little fucking 15-year-old, pencil mustache. He looks like Rob Bruce's
Yeah, but
son.
these fucking. But that's what these kids,
That's what these kids are into?
That's what gets the girls worked up.
geek
Those little.
look.
They don't want a real man anymore, Walt.
They don't, man.
They
America is not
they
into
want pulse holes.
They want a man who looks like he can cry and shit sitting down and piss sitting down.
Yeah, but if he fucking, I'll tell you what, but if he
Shit sitting down. What kind of fucking man does that? I don't even stop. I just fucking... I drop it out and my pants
Right at the
fucking...
urinal.
Yeah.
shake your leg out.
Yeah, shake it out of my leg. I shit right in the urinal. Anybody who gives me a cross look, I smack them.
I'll tell you what, though.
Like, this is as dreamy as it gets.
The second you sit down and actually cry in front of them, though, they go out with their friends and then ask you to get the
Put
bagels.
their bagel order in a little bit later.
Yeah. So, man, they don't know what they want, these fucking women. You show sensitivity. Next thing you know, you hear a scooter driving off in the distance. Engagement ring twinkling in the fucking moonlight.
Yeah, you had to sell that off, man.
Oh, that was a great day.
Yeah.
The day I sold that ring off was a great day.
Symbolically.
That, and I was handed like $4,000 in cash, and Stacy and I went out and got fucking wrecked. We got completely, yeah. We celebrated in style. It was good.
So that's this fucking jerk off. Rolling Stone should be ashamed of themselves. They really should. That says negative response is similar to a cover 43 years ago on mass murderer Charles Manson. Several retail chains won't sell the issue.
That's good.
Yep. Walgreens, CVS, Roche Brothers, Cumberland Farms.
Scumberland Farms? Scumberland?
Scumbies says, fuck you, we're not selling it. Good for them.
Wow. I'm going to have to rethink calling them Scumberland Farms.
I don't know. Let's not get carried
Yeah,
away. Give it a little time. Give it a little time. So wait a second. So that was the only thing you had for us from the cruise? Was nothing happened?
It was just a great time, relaxing.
Were you recognized on the boat?
On the way onto the boat, but not on the boat.
Okay. You were left alone.
I certainly didn't think.
Right.
I didn't anticipate being recognized on a boat.
You didn't get to sit at the captain's table like this guy? Remember he was boasting?
Yeah. But you know what?
That was 12 years ago.
What was so weird? I have a great analogy here. In the room, the cabin, there's I missed the Stanley Cup because this fucking boat didn't have NBC, so I'm forced to watch like 15 channels devoted to the boat. Though there's like different channels.
I mean, you could go out of your room. You don't have to sit in the room and watch TV.
Well, I can't be out of the room 24/7. I got to go back to the room once in a while.
He couldn't find hardcore Paul in Chicago. He's like, how am I supposed to complete my day?
True is on. True.
Really?
True.
Really?
Yeah, no AFC,
Of course.
So I'm flipping around and I'm
That's
like,
gold.
how many channels are devoted to promoting the boat? We are here.
You got us.
Why do I?
We can't go anywhere.
Right? Why do I need to hear more about the boat? And there was a whole section, like a half hour, devoted to getting your photo taken with the captain. And I said to myself, they showed like people like posing with the captain,
all
like
happy and shit.
like morphing into other like couples and families posing with the captain. And I looked at the captain's eyes, and I'm just like, boy, he just looks like he's like screaming to be anywhere. And I said to myself, are these people, after they pose with the captain, how long after they've taken the picture of the captain are they like, I don't know if I've ever gotten a picture taken that's more insignificant in my life. Until I heard that Brian, Ming, and Mike had photo ops at the Miami Con, and I was just like, "Wow, that tops it." I was going, and people had to, but they didn't have to pay to get paid.
Oh, you didn't charge? I thought you said you.
Oh no! It was the captain of the
They
ship.
had to charge. Yeah, we charged.
Oh, you charged. The
Yeah.
captain just did it for free.
We were the captains of Miami Con.
How much did you charge?
How much did we charge? It was
$40
for the three of us. It was $40
each.
and no, not $40 a person. It was like the entire photo was $40.
Like I said, I was aghast when I heard that. I was like,
but we didn't get
I
any-
want to meet the person who pops down $40
No, you don't.
and just be like, why? Why do you? This doesn't make any sense.
Well, the strange thing was, and we didn't get any of the money. It was like one of the things you had to do, like since the con pays for your pay for your. Well, I mean, it was okay, but yeah, it was $40, and they just, and it's so fast.
$40.
It's so fast. They come up and there's like a screen behind you. They take the picture and they say, "Hey, how you doing?" And then they move on, and that's it. And I was telling Walt that Mike and Ming left Sunday. They left early, and on the schedule, it was a photo op just for me. That was $30.
30.
And I was like, I'm going to cancel that. I'm not going to stand there and have nobody show up and look like a fucking asshole. But then I was like, you know what? But if nobody shows up, then I can talk about it on the show.
So what happened?
So I was like, people showed up. Like 6 people showed up.
All right.
Yeah. So, and you're not there that long. It's only like 15 minutes, you know. But it was
But don't
the
you
strangest.
walk around the con and people just take pictures with you for free?
We had a booth. We were there at the booth for hours each day, and I don't understand why they wouldn't come over and just take a picture there. But they didn't. Maybe they wanted it like mantle worthy, you know. Throw it up there so it's nice and fucking fancy, you know.
Have any of these popped up online yet?
I haven't seen any.
Oh, if anybody out there has one of these photos, please
Well,
send it.
what do you do with the captain photo? Like how long? What do you do with it?
Dude, I haven't even looked at pictures of my fucking family in decades, let alone a fucking...
It is truly weird. Like, when did this tradition start? That you're like, you know what? I'm going to get a picture with the captain of the boat. I mean, you don't get the picture with the guy who drove the trolley to get you there to the boat.
No, I guess you know.
Is there more prestige for the captain just because he does all he spins a wheel and he gets you where you got to go? I mean, he doesn't deal with traffic.
You act like he's the fucking Gorton's fisherman, like fucking
big old raincoat.
Right? He doesn't deal with traffic. He doesn't deal with like the hazards of the road and other drivers on either side
The
of you.
hazards of the high
What,
sea,
the high
Poseidon.
seas? Yeah,
sure.
there's another ship 5,000 miles away.
Ding ding. Well, the Titanic.
Did they have a TV show about the captain?
It practically was. It was just like, come down tonight, but between these hours, get your picture taken with the captain.
And it was free, the picture of the captain?
Free.
Do you think that captain
What a
gets
sucker.
ass? Does that captain get ass?
He was too old.
I think the captain is very well respected, and to this day, there's some archaic rules.
You wouldn't know it here. Shitting all over the captain.
Well, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it in the cabin because I started going off, and they're like, "Just stop." But
How about that, Captain? Dad! I'm just saying.
who's the captain think he is?
You know, if
Captain
I
Crunch
could
over there thinks he's so
be,
badass.
I could get my picture taken. People pay $40.
What was I mean, it literally was at every opportunity they could not stop telling you to go to this at this time on this deck, go get your picture taken with the captain, to the point where I'm like, are they giving away something else that we don't know about? What on earth are they trying to get us down there for, to get in the room with this captain for? It makes no sense.
Now, did you go?
Gas you.
Did you go down and check out the lines to see what kind of action the captain was getting?
No.
No.
I went ice skating. They had ice skating on the on the boat.
Whoa.
I saw an ice show that was really spectacular. They didn't gamble. And I know there's a lot of drinking and gambling going on apparently, but I didn't partake in any of it. What else did I do? A lot of food is big.
Oh yeah.
Food is gigantic. Like that's all people talk about is food, and I'm just like, I mean, there's got to be more to it. Because I'll be honest with you, I was very surprised, and I couldn't stop noticing the amount of passengers who I'm not sure if they got on, they were going to get off by themselves because it looked like they were going to get off in a body bag. They were that old and decrepit and sickly looking. I'm not kidding.
Really?
And I would think that would be the worst place to be on a boat at that stage of your life, as you see some youth going on, partying and having fun, and you're just like, well, I can barely fit this crumpet in my mouth. You know, it's all the strength I got.
I'm going to fit it, but I can barely fit it.
But it's like it's everything I got just to finish a meal. And I know everything's going around me. Everyone's having fun. And I'm like, I can't even partake in any of the enjoyment. So many wheelchairs. So many people. I'm just like, if they touch something, I told my kids, dude, don't go over and touch that railing because that person was touching that railing. They don't look good.
Do you want to catch crippled?
No, it wasn't crippled. It was just sickly looking.
Yeah.
It was weird, man. And my wife kept going, why do you keep talking about all the senior citizens on the boat? I'm like, I don't know. I'm wondering if this is a senior cruise.
It's a gay senior cruise. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, a lot of
If you're not
people,
shitting on the captain, you're fucking talking about the invalids.
No, we had a good time though. I said it was weird. It was like one of the few times since I've been employed at the stash that I never really once thought about what's going on at the stash. I should have, because seeing that video that came out as like,
This is what's going on.
Yeah, but I never.
You got rickrolled.
Never once did I go, I wonder how those guys are making out.
And what did you do once you docked? Like you go onto the main island.
Yeah, we went on this like bus tour, and like I said, nobody wanted to get a picture with the lady who was giving the bus tour though, and she was having a hell of a lot harder time maneuvering all the scooters.
Right. What?
I mean, the people drive on the island like they have a death wish though. I mean, so like unsafe like driving methods, like going in and out of like, traffic. There's no shoulders on the roads. And she missed no opportunity to tell us about all the death and disease in the history of the
Just
island.
on the cruise with the old people.
It was really weird. It was some people. I could see some people visibly getting annoyed and agitated.
Really?
On the tour, as they were like,
Were you
they
looking
had
in a
kids.
mirror?
They had kids, and they were just like, why do they keep bringing up the most morbid facts about Bermuda, about yellow fever, and about how bodies washed up out of the
Show of hands. Who here knows what AIDS looks like?
Come on, kids, don't be shy.
It was really strange.
Like yellow fever. So they're talking about like outbreaks in days of
like
old.
the most recent outbreaks of yellow fever, how they had to dig up bodies, how some bodies surfaced in a flood. It was crazy. Every time we stopped, there was some sort of like morbid fact applied to where we stopped at. This cemetery's this old, and like, see those graves right there? Those are graves of children. If you can notice, it was crazy. Like, it was really making some people like really agitated as they turned around and looked at other people like, can you believe this? I didn't come on a cruise to get this kind of depressing info.
How'd your kids react? Were they like, whatever?
Over their heads.
Yeah.
They were like, when are we getting to the beach? You know, they or to the zoo. But they had a good time. They want to do it again. I say I could give another 5 years up before I could do it again, though. I need to take a break. I didn't get my land legs back for almost 3 days.
Ooh.
I would close my eyes at home, and I would feel like I was still on the boat. It was a really weird feeling.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it was really strange. And when people say the boat's too big, you can't feel it rocking.
It's bullshit, right?
Yeah, you can feel it rocking.
Yeah, I felt it too. When I went, I saw a scooter crash.
On Bermuda?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy the way they drive there, man.
Yeah.
I wonder how many fatalities are per year are due to bad driving on those scooters.
I'll bet you quite a few. When we're in Key West, you would see people drive, like, because people they don't know how to ride, and like
they drink.
Yep, and like they'll drive around with their feet down.
They're allowed to drink and drive in
Well,
Bermuda?
they're allowed to. They do it.
Wow. Yeah, it was a little. It's small. There's only one fast food joint on the whole place,
Really?
in the whole island. They said KFC. Guess where we ate lunch?
I'm gonna say KFC.
Correct.
Yeah.
Just like we were like, we don't want to try the native food. We've been good. We haven't had to use the bathroom for long periods of time on this cruise. I say we stick to some.
Huddle up, families. Anyone taking a shit in the last 5 days? No. Good. All right.
We don't want to be stuck on on the toilet for on our whole ride home. So we're like, let's take the smart move and go to KFC.
Is Bermuda known for fucking Montezuma's revenge and shit? Yeah. I mean, you're not in Mexico. You're off the coast of North Carolina, right? South Carolina, maybe.
I tell you what, it is one of the I've been to Canada, still felt like America.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, to me,
Canada.
still looks like America to me.
Not Bermuda, Canada.
What? Canada, yes.
Yes.
When you go to Canada, you don't think like, "Wow, I'm in another country."
No.
The only thing that made me say, "Wow, I'm in another country," is the fact that they had gravy on their fries.
Okay.
That was the only thing I saw that was different in Canada.
Right.
But in Bermuda, I felt like I was in another land. I felt like I was like worldly.
A land where captain was king.
And the roofs are lime? Is that why?
Well, the roofs are white because they're lime, and they get the rainwater off of them, and they paint them with this certain thing that this certain chemical, and it kind of helps clean the rain a little bit.
Right.
But it was interesting though, and you have to have it by law. You have to have a white roof, and by law, you couldn't go in there and buy a house.
Oh,
because you're not a native Bermudan.
No, you can. See, I know that's actually not true. You can, but someone who wasn't born in Bermuda the cheapest property they're allowed to buy by law, $1.5 million.
Wow,
Okay,
really?
Maybe I misunderstood the bus driver.
Yeah.
I was trying to get a picture with her.
You When I was there, it was $1.5 million. They told us you can buy it, but no less.
You know, the
than
most famous, we saw a pretty famous actor has a house over there because his mom is a native Bermudian.
Who's that?
Matt,
Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
I
Saw
know
his house. Pretty
Mayor
nice.
Bloomberg has a huge
Yeah.
thing out there. Yeah.
Why do they need houses out there, though?
Why the fuck not? It's really close, and it's like you can fly there in like 2 hours, right?
yeah.
There's not much to do, though, man.
I think that's the point. A guy like Bloomberg's got a lot on his plate. I think he just wants to go out there and relax.
I don't know, man. I'll tell you, man. It's just other than the beaches, there's all bars and
Dude,
shit.
while you were there chilling out, here in your store, fucking Rickrolling is going on and shit like that. Where would you rather be?
And a Rickroll's supposed to be a couple seconds. It was like a good 2 minutes.
And then he
breaks into a rap.
Definitely fancies himself a rapper now since that, right?
Ming is off
absolutely.
the chain now.
And he keeps saying the same thing. How he and Mike are getting hosed and tell him Steve Dave sucks. We get it. All right, man. Little idiot.
All right, can I bring back a long requested segment?
Yeah, this is an ad, but it is not an ad because it's beloved.
People want this.
Oh, they want
People, I see it from time to time. People are like, bring it back. Bring it back. I miss it.
it. Right.
Booty time.
Oh, yeah.
When was the last time you had a booty time?
A long time. I don't even remember.
It probably was. I think it was War of the
right?
Undead. Yeah, which would have been over a year ago.
No, wasn't it the pod books? Was that?
Oh, it was the pod books. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Well, what my goal was, since before the summer, I wanted to shatter some Tell 'em Steve Dave preconceived notions out there that making hay was the be all end all.
Right.
I wanted to do something, like Pod Wars, and we did it.
And you, home run.
I feel that
Home
it's
run.
hard. It's going to be hard to top.
Sure.
I don't think we should even try.
Right. Till next year.
But Booty, I wanted to bring to the listeners the grandest, biggest, most the one that's going to shatter brains and have jaws all across America and all over the world just hit the ground at the same time as this announcement is made.
There are tribes that haven't even been discovered that they're probably going to hear this. Tell him, Steve Dave. Booty time.
But I wanted to put all the other booty times to shame because this may be the last booty time we ever do. But I want to go out with a bang because I don't know if I'll ever be able to top this one. I want to do the Cryptozoic Man. It's starting to get starting to get out there. There's been maybe an article.
Your comic book, forthcoming comic book from
Dynamite,
as featured on
Comic Book Man.
That's right.
Brian tweeted an article about it, so it's coming out. It's going to be solicited in this next upcoming previews, and I wanted to do it with like the booty that once you get a taste of this booty, it'll be like
You're going to want to stick your
The
nose up
nectar.
in this booty.
the nectar of gods is the only thing that's coming out of this booty. I want to do. You get all 4 issues. It's only a 4-issue series. It's only a 4-issue series, and $4 each, $16, $16.
Right.
I'm going to offer them signed by the Comic Book Men.
Whoa.
All 4 of us, Mike, me,
If they're not too busy fucking Rickrolling like a couple of
Brian,
idiots.
and myself.
And keep in mind the photo of just 3 of them is $40. So factor
The
that
bargain they're getting.
And how do I sweeten the pot other than a signature?
the old
Listen
fashioned
to
way.
this. Listen to this. With an exclusive pod
What?
that'll never be available anywhere else.
Oh my god.
All original content, never be available on Bandcamp, never be available on torrents,
Right.
because I'm putting a special encoded thing in there. No one will be able to ever put it up for torrents.
He's been doing some light programming lately.
The EMP3. Yes.
So what you got to do is we're going to ship it individually. We're not going to ship them all at once. You're going to get every 4 months. You're going to get 1 issue. Every month you'll get when it comes out.
Doesn't that your shipping costs are 4 times?
No,
Yeah,
I talked to my shipping manager.
Really, Darren?
He told me he told me that I could do it for $28.
What?
All 4 issues and a bonus pod for $28 within the USA.
That's insane. Do we still have Booty Time music? Can somebody throw that in?
Declan?
Booty. Yeah, what was it? I forget what the booty time music was.
And this will be an all original content, man. You won't be able to get this podcast anywhere else.
That's insane.
And it'll come.
We don't do that much anymore.
No, it's been a long time since we
Yeah.
did a bonus pod. So this is exciting.
That's insane.
So it's going to be $28 within the US. $50, Darren, in the outside US? $50, huh?
It's fucking cheaper to move here.
$50 outside the US, $35 in Canada.
Okay.
But that's 4 separate shipping. So I know people don't want to wait till February to get it. Right? That would be crazy. I thought people would be like,
You could have said that, Walt. You could have said that and offered that. But you
I don't
didn't.
want to. I know people want the bonus pod. You know, you're going to get it with the first issue of the bonus pod. And people don't want to wait. And if you're one of the lucky Americans.
But what if they get that first issue and then they fucking cancel their order after they get that pod? No canceled orders, no refunds.
Who would do that
Pay
to
in
us?
advance deal. I don't know. Some jerk off like
It's-
Mike McLeod.
And since it's the biggest booty time of all time, we had to open it up to 3 different ways to purchase it.
Whoa.
Holy
It's not just
crow.
call and talk to Mike on the phone?
No.
Whoa.
He's too busy.
I'm anticipating record numbers of booty time for this.
You're prepared. Operators are standing by.
Not only are operators standing by, but I got a team of operators because I got 2 phone numbers you can call to get this.
Please tell me one is Ming's personal cell.
Here you go. both are Ming's phone numbers.
In reality, though, you know, we're filming Comic Book Man right now. We would prefer you order it through this link, and I'm hoping you can tweet this link, Bri. But it's J with a capital J and the word and silentbob.com. What's this hyphen? Slash Cryptozoic Man.
That's easy to spell too.
What the fuck?
It's on the tip of your tongue. You better tweet that link.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna fix that. It's jandsilentbob.com/cryptozoic-man.html.
Why don't you just do Crypto Man?
I was stoned. That's why, Mr. Smart Guy.
Can we do C-Man?
Yeah, change it to
Let's
whatever.
just do C-Man.
Change it whatever you want. I'll fix it.
Okay, we're going to do jandsilentbob.com/cman.html.
Right.
That's the way we prefer you order it because, you know, but I understand that, you know, people want to call in or do my KMuse 2. So I'm going to offer up the KMuse 2 at Gmail. You can PayPal. $28 if you live in America, $50 if you live outside of America, $35 if you're one of our Canadian cousins.
Now, people are all excited that they're like, you know what? I'm gonna bypass the online because I really want to talk to somebody.
You can, yeah. I'm gonna. Hey, yes, I have 2 phone numbers. One of them is, of course, is the stash number.
No, but I mean, who can they look forward to? Because they think they're going to talk to you. Can
They
you?
may if I'm not. If I'm
No,
not.
no, they're
filming.
not. No.
Yeah,
No?
bro. If I'm not filming, I'm gonna be watching that phone,
Yeah?
just waiting for it to ring. So I
right.
want to talk to these people. Yeah, I'm not a kid. All kidding aside, I'm so proud of this project that I can honestly say I've never pushed or shilled for something I was so pleased with on the show.
Wow. Cool.
I mean, I've pushed some shit too. Remember those calendars on Puck Nuts that we did?
Suddenly, our pictures don't seem so bad over
I mean,
at Miami
oh my
Con.
God.
It was the Panthers, right? The Florida Panthers.
Yeah, the
Your heart wasn't in that, huh?
But I'm not kidding around, man. I'm so pleased and I'm so happy with what is coming and what has been done with this so far. And I really can't wait for the listeners to get a hold of it.
Yeah.
I really can't.
If you go to bleedingcool.com, you can read the article and see basically half the book.
But you can call the stash number 732-758-0508. Talk to me, Mike, Darren, or Jess. And there's another number. We optioned an overseas
God.
number. Some
Whoa.
Indian operators standing by right now.
Hello, Declan speaking. I've got no life, so may as well answer a phone.
That number, like if you can't get an answer on the 758-0508 number, you can call 732-495-STASH.
Nice.
And so if you can't get through, it may be that we're taking orders or maybe we're filming and the phone's off, but don't miss out on this one. That bonus pod, once the comic books are gone, 49 stash. All right. Well, that other number is 732-49 stash. Okay. Sorry.
49 stash.
But I'm serious though. Like, not you're gonna get the bonus pod, and the completist wants that bonus pod, and it's gonna be good. I got some games for that pod, Q.
Yeah.
Lined up. I got a game.
Really?
To play.
So we're ready to go.
We're ready
so
to
this
go?
ain't, we're not dialing this in.
What, the bonus pod?
Yeah.
No, this is gonna be crucial to the Tell 'em Steve Dave lore.
Right.
We're gonna be talking about things, and we're gonna reveal things that we never revealed before.
That's unbelievable.
I'm gonna try to do a human drama story that you like that rivals your own.
Yeah, no, I should
I
cut
may
out.
have to make it up, but
Do you want me to just
I'll do
cut
anything to get the orders up for this cryptozoic man.
Do you want me to just cut out Q's story in this episode and we'll just put it on the bonus pod?
No, but I mean, are you happy with what's coming out, Brian?
Absolutely. It looks astounding.
Really?
Yeah, it looks so fucking good.
And I mean, you're a part. I mean, you can actually say you're a part of something that you're proud of, right?
Yeah, and that's rare.
I mean, it is.
That's rare. Yeah.
That you feel like you can hold it up and be like, and not be ashamed to say, could you please buy this calendar I had no association with?
Mm-hmm.
You really put some blood, sweat, and tears into this. There have been some tears.
Yeah, there's been mostly your tears. You're like, oh, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
There has been some tears and some blood that I wanted to bring about.
I wanted to shed some blood, but now things are nice and smooth
Yeah.
now. It's going well.
I asked when you walked away from the table, I was like, how's it going with the combo?
Yeah.
And he was like, great. I was like, it's great.
No complaints, man.
No complaints.
So I want to shatter all the past Booty Time records, and we've had some great responses.
Yeah.
So you're going to get all 4 issues, all signed, and you're going to get that bonus pod that you can't get anywhere else.
And nobody's gonna torrent it for you, you little dick.
$28 if you're a lucky American. If you're blessed to be born in this wonderful country.
Yeah.
We don't want to rub it in if you weren't.
You know, we're not. You know, we wish all of you guys were Americans.
Well, not all, yeah. We're not weird fucking Irishmen.
Unfortunately, that's that's not the case. We do, but we have a lot of wonderful listeners outside the United States.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to freeze them out on this. I want everybody on board, and I really, literally cannot wait to get it into the listeners' hands. I mean, it's got a lot of overkill in it, Q.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of overkill, TSD overkill themes.
Excellent.
Creepy, and then think even more creepy.
Is there a vortex anywhere in this?
There's
fucking-
vortexes.
Oh, man, come on.
You name it.
You're gonna order it, Q?
Yeah.
I could put you... Darren, we got the first one. He lives outside of America, in Staten Island. All right, so that's it. And this will be open, for a while, because I'm sure...
Sure. When does it hit the street? When does it drop?
It's going to be in the next previews that's coming down the pike in the next 2 weeks. I imagine you're going to get that first issue right around Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Right around the end of October, Halloween time. Right around there, I think.
Very nice.
And you're going to get that bonus pod.
This is insane. Insane that people aren't picking up the phone right now ordering.
Call us. Well, don't call me. Call Mike, Darren, and Jess. But I will answer when I'm not filming.
Yeah. You may hear Walt in the background.
And again, that PayPal account was KMEWES2@gmail. All right.
Wow.
Sweet.
Anything else?
What else do we got? Audible. I don't really want to go right into Audible. How about this TSD quotes? I finally found his information. The prize donation was this. He supported the Pod Wars, I guess, right?
Now,
Right, you
TSD
did.
quotes, we love the work he does.
I do love TSD quotes, but now that I'm reading this, the prize donation was a free photo print of their choice to the Pod Wars winner. He's Eric Arnold is a Las Vegas-based photographer and runs the TSD quotes Twitter account. And then he specializes in natural and urban landscapes, automotive, vintage, neon signs, nature architecture, general Vegas. Tell 'em Steve Dave listeners will receive 10% off any order through July 1st by mentioning the code SundayJeff with their order. Now, I like Tell 'em Steve Dave quotes,
Great.
independent of this annoying bullshit right here.
It's my favorite Twitter account.
Yeah. I actually do look forward to his tweets.
He's really good at it.
So if that's,
If you're in the
Did
Las
I give a
Vegas
website?
area
I
and
don't
need some
even-
photography, or wait a minute, he just does prints of his own work. So you can go to his website and see some of his work. I think.
yeah, he does take some pretty cool pictures. Facebook.com, Eric Arnold Photography. That's Eric with a C.
Very nice.
Right? So go there, check him out.
So we
Send
righted
him a
that
message.
wrong? We righted that wrong?
Yeah, fucking, we made it right. He was very upset. He was crying a little bit. Little bitch. What else do we got here? Is that it? And then I go
I'm gonna be at the San Diego-
audible.com. Jesus Christ
I'm going to be
almighty.
at the San Diego Comic-Con. This isn't a plug. This is a story. I have nothing to plug. I'm not there selling anything or anything like that.
You excited about being there?
I can't wait.
Can you write down names for people who might want this booty time?
Yes.
Take some orders.
Take some. Yeah, could you take some personally handwritten
I will tell you
booty
what.
time orders for me?
I'll tell you what. I'm going to be at the Broken Yoke Cafe is where we're doing the Impractical Jokers is taking over the cafe. It's going to be me, Sal. No, not Sal. Everybody but Sal will be there. And Saturday I'll be there from 3 to 5. Anybody that comes in, how much is it, $28?
Yes.
Write down your address and $28 cash. Hand it to me. I'll take the order back here.
All right.
I'll take
Look
the
at
order
that.
back
You're
here.
going to be taking orders for the
I will
booty time.
personally take orders from the Broken
That's
Yoke
special.
Cafe. Right.
You're gonna
I'll
get
take a picture
swamped.
with you free.
That's
Free
crazy.
of charge. Free of charge. You come in, you bring your booty time order, $28 cash, and your
You
address.
know that
wanna
there's
ship
no
to.
proof that these people have. Like people be like, I told Q, I gave him the $28. He didn't give
No,
it to you.
they have
And I'm
to
gonna be
have a
like, fuck.
No, I don't. Fuck you. I don't give a shit about that. Yeah, come down, give
All
it to
right.
me. I'll take a picture. We'll do it. We'll send it in. Come down to the Broken Yoke Cafe. Anyway, we'll be there. It'll be a good time. And I hope people. My favorite part of doing the live shows is always the Tell 'em Steve Dave fans.
Are you doing a live show in San Diego?
No, we're not. I'm not. I'm just out there promoting the Practical Jokers comic book. But I love it when Tell 'em Steve Dave fans come up to me. I get a kick out of it. So I'm hoping I see a lot of TSE love at the Comic-Con.
You will.
I hope so. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and just walking the floor on Sunday. Dude, I can't wait because it's the first time that I've ever been there with something of my own to like.
Right.
Even though I'm not in the con, I'm across the street. I'm still. It's a different perspective. And
Do you have a pass to get in?
I have a pass to get in.
Sweet.
True got us that. True got us into. I was telling Walt before we started recording. I got invited to 2 parties on Friday night. Playboy party and Superman 75th anniversary party. And I RSVP'd to the Superman 75th anniversary party.
Look at you, man.
I do not give a shit.
Fuck those bunnies.
I got nothing to say to Playboy bunnies on Superman's birthday.
What
Nothing to say.
about the Man of Steel? Did you see it?
I did see it.
What'd you think?
I liked it.
I did too.
I liked it.
It's taking a lot of hits, a lot of criticism,
And I
man.
understand the criticism. I do.
I do too.
But I just remember the complaints about Superman Returns, and this seems to have addressed every complaint. Superman never threw a punch.
Right.
It was boring. There was no action, and he has fucking buildings are getting thrown down and destroyed and shit like that. And people are like, it's too much. 9/11. How could they do this? Blah blah blah. I'm like, come on.
People complain about 9/11.
A lot of people.
Well, I don't think you can see.
For fuck's sake.
I don't think you can see a city that looks like New York getting destroyed and not immediately think of that, though. When I saw it too,
Sure.
I think of that too, but I'm not enough where I'm like they
You're supposed
shouldn't
to
film
avoid it? That's
You're
what I mean.
Not enough where I think they should not film destructive scenes of fantasy in a movie about superheroes. I think that's going too
And it's
far.
not like fucking planes flew into buildings, right? It's two superheroes. Superhero, and who's he fighting?
some other
Zod?
Kryptons,
Yeah,
Kryptonians.
Give me a fucking break.
Did you catch when the Kryptonian ripped open the fighter pilot? And they lift. It was a fighter pilot was flying like whatever Mach whatever bullshit, and a Kryptonian landed on it, ripped the cockpit open, and pulled the pilot out. And the pilot liquefies into a spray of blood in the background.
No.
Oh, dude!
That's as far. Is that deep in the background of
It's
the
like-
scene?
Yeah, it's not deep. It's like, let's say if there's 3 layers.
What was in the front? What was in the foreground then?
It was when the Kryptonians were. There was another one attacking a jet in the
I
front.
did not
ground.
notice that.
Yeah, it just spray of blood. It was crazy.
I mean, the criticism I heard was like, well, Superman really didn't save anything. I mean, Metropolis was destroyed. What did he really do? If he wasn't shot here, none of this would have happened.
He saved the whole world.
Yeah, I make the argument too. That's like, well, if he didn't step up
Right.
and defeat them, they would have destroyed our world. They were out to do it. And they said, well, if he wasn't shot here, it never would have happened.
It's not his fault.
Right.
You can't turn on Superman now for that. Was
Was it ever addressed though? Like Jor-El is that much of a genius? Why he just didn't build a 3-person rocket?
It's never addressed. Oh, wait. I don't remember. Gatto asked me why the same thing afterwards. He did say something in it about that. I don't remember what it was, though. Yeah, I think they kind of addressed that.
Shit. I didn't think of it.
You know, I had. Look, spoilers alert. If you haven't seen it at this point, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, come on. It's out of theaters already, I think.
I thought it was a little silly how Pa Kent died. I was like,
Well, yeah, I mean, he was definitely ramming down your throat what it means to be a hero, Clark.
yeah, the sacrifice. and stuff like that.
Sacrifice.
But you're telling me you're going to run in the other direction, then come back as a blur and save his father? I don't know about that.
I mean, it's not a perfect movie, but it certainly was an enjoyable movie, at least on my end. I don't have much to bitch about, but boy, there's a lot of bitches out there.
What are you going to do, man? It's just like tell them, Steve Dave, man. You put something out there, people can't help but bitch. Ads, photo, fucking coupon discounts in Vegas.
For Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
You can't win. You just got to keep on keeping on, Q.
I thought it was great. I thought that it set up a sequel perfectly. I mean, if ever there was a time for Lex Luthor to come in.
Oh yeah, because he's going to attack all those things, all the little bitchy whiners who are like, "What about this? What about this? He did this." Well, that's what Lex Luthor's going to do, asshole.
Absolutely.
That's what he's going to do. He's going to take up all those complaints you had, and he's going to bring them to the forefront. And he's going to say Superman is a threat. We can't trust him either. Sure. Look at all the destruction. Look at all the death. We got to get rid of Superman.
Right.
Duh.
Right.
I mean, how on earth could these dweebs at their little monitors couldn't figure it out?
Haters got to hate, Walt.
Makes me sick.
Me too.
Yeah, I saw.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Oh, is that it?
That's what I thought you were going for.
I thought you had another ad.
How much time we got?
Oh, Christ almighty, Audible. All right, audible.com. It's so easy. Well, why am I even telling people this? audiblepodcast.com/TESD. And you're going to get a free book, any fucking book you want. And you're going to get
Almost any book you want.
Almost any book you want, yeah. And 2 weeks of free membership.
Now we teased that we may be. We teased last week. We did a very abbreviated version of Tom, Steve, Dave, and I think we played some sort of
An hour of a Q&A, but
right.
So basically an hour and a half.
We teased in it that we were going to announce something about Audible, but Audible is not ready yet for our grandiose plans. So maybe next time we'll do it.
Are you saying that Audible was not prepared for the awesomeness that was unleashed upon them?
Their servers went down.
You're not saying it's not happening. You're just saying
right.
delayed.
Yeah, I just got it delayed. But you know what? How many more things can we hit the good people, the good listeners of Tom, Steve, Dave with? We asked them to go get some photography in Las Vegas.
Sure.
We asked them to go see you at a cafe in San Diego.
Right.
We asked them to go watch TV on their phones with Hulu.
Yep.
We asked them to get
T-shirts.
We asked them to go get 2 T-shirts, not just one.
Right.
And we asked them to order 4 comic books for fucking $50 if you lived in the UK or Australia. Wow.
And also, let's not forget that August 1st, new episodes of Impractical Jokers starts 10 p.m. on True TV. All new episodes.
But we have something cool coming up with Audible Podcast. With audible.com. So you just got to wait.
Good things.
But until then, audiblepodcast.com/TESD. And you'll get a free book and you'll get 2 free weeks. And you can do that 2 weeks to make your decision if you want to stay with the service, which I'm sure you'll want to. And after all that stuff, Walt, that you named, don't let the people forget that just because MiamiCon's over doesn't mean that the opportunity's over. If you send me $40, I'll send you a picture of me.
I was going to say, tell him Steve Dave after that, but I was also going to say, thank God we got that kind of like cue saying, giving those inspirational quotes. Because if it wasn't for that story, how fucking shameful was this episode? How shameful were we this entire episode? They would think it was planned, right? Yeah. I mean, people would be like, "There's no fucking way that came up naturally." But that's why you're listening, man. It was all unplanned, man.
Yeah, that dickhead from last week should have waited till this week to complain.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com. Did you know that every single show you hear on Sir is archived on smodcast.com? It's like an online library of Smodgress. Who the fuck writes these lame-ass puns? Film School Fridays, Edumacation, Fat Man on Batman, Netheads, every fucking podcast, bro. Old shit, new shit, shit from 2 weeks ago, shit from 100 years in the future. Well, not yet, but we're working on it. You can stream it, download it, go ad-free with a premium account, and, of course, listen live to Smodco Internet Radio. It's all on smodcast.com.